Hello, my name is Ghassan Izzeddin, and today we have Stefan, Rita, Shazab, and Muhammad. We will be discussing how COVID-19 has changed the market in a negative way. First, we're going to start off with the introduction. Many businesses have been affected financially, of course, and it has been in a negative way. Since COVID has begun, many conflicts have appeared and many workforces have changed the way they perform. The issues that have been faced economically have portrayed a new vision in today's society. Money, of course, revolves around everything. Everybody loves money. You can't go wrong without it. When there isn't a stable income appearing, problems occur, and adapting to the solution is a strategy that we have to face. Now, the normality of this is rare, and the economic hardships have been frustrating due to the work and home policy and the supply and demand for specific products. Issues will continue to pile up unless we can adapt to them and quickly find a resolution to avoid any further dilemmas. So let's talk about COVID-19. COVID-19, of course, as everybody knows, is an extremely contagious respiratory disease that is caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. That's, of course, COVID-2. However, this virus spreads from one person to another by either coughs, sneezes, or talking to others. It can also be spread by touching something that with the virus, such as like the table. Let's say somebody has COVID, they go ahead and touch the table, and then you end up touching the table, then you're basically contracted to it. You will most likely get it. Now, the symptoms are basically fevers, coughs, and trouble breathing. Other symptoms such as muscle pains, chills, headaches, sore throats, and loss of taste or smell. The loss of taste or smell is one of the big, I guess, a big picture to know that you have COVID. Now, most people with COVID recover without needing special treatment, but other people have higher risk of illness. Some people may have to go to the hospital, or some people may lose their sense of taste or smell for a couple months to at most, I would say, roughly 8 months.
Hi, I'm going to talk about businesses being negatively affected by COVID-19 in the USA. COVID-19 has been a disaster for most of the major industries in the USA. For example, small businesses that hire almost more than 50% of US employees are having a really hard time because of opening restrictions, lack of demand, and also lack of imported products. Furthermore, travel industry and leisure industries such as hotels and resorts are also facing difficulties because of COVID-19 as people are spending less time on travel and starting to save more because of economic hardships. Other than that, airline industry in the US is also experiencing issues because many countries have banned flights from US and they're losing money because of this. Also, less and less people are afraid to travel because of contracting COVID-19. Other than these industries, oil and gas industry is also one of the major industry in the US is having difficulties because of COVID-19. They're having difficulties because of excess supply and very low demand as people in the US are not traveling that much and there's no demand for that. Furthermore, tourism industry, as you can see on the next slide, is also suffering really badly because of COVID-19. Uh, Travel ban to and from China alone, because of this, we are losing $10.3 billion. Uh, Last but not the least, casino and gambling industry is also having huge losses currently in USA as there are restrictions in certain states for them to open up and run as they used to. And people are also not going out in public because of the risk of getting COVID-19. Um, Next, my friend Stephen would like to talk about the industries having a positive effect because of COVID-19 and they're, you know, growing because of COVID-19. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Due to COVID-19 and its deadly spreading nature, US businesses had to find a new way of operating that would be safer. What they did was they started having their employees work from home, And that led to a lot of employees being furloughed or laid off because they did not have an option to work from home. For example, car salesmen, manufacturing companies, service workers, and so many more. Many consumers shifted to online shopping because they felt safer doing it online rather than going out in person to buy goods or get services done. Now, the government did step in to distribute funds such as the stimulus checks and the PPP loans. This did help significantly, especially the PPP loans. They helped out the small businesses, and these small businesses were the most significantly hit by COVID-19. However, a lot of these small businesses were not even big enough to meet the requirement to get a PPP loan. So they had a further loss, and many of them went bankrupt. Now, another concern has been the US market, which has significantly dropped due to the pandemic. This is because the pandemic has caused uncertainty. Many large investors and companies have decided to hold on to their cash value rather than investing, so that caused a significant decline in the market. Now, some people did benefit from this because, in business, whenever there's a higher risk, there's a higher chance for loss, there's a higher loss and a higher benefit. So while some did benefit, most tremendously lost stock value. And this is because the market reflects consumers' confidence in the economy. And with this pandemic, people have lost their confidence. So that is why the market has declined. And things are starting to look up now because we may have a potential COVID-19 vaccine coming soon, and that will decrease the market uncertainty.
In these COVID times, it is tough for businesses to succeed. However, there are businesses that are doing well. Those businesses that are doing well focus on adaptability, the ability to change quickly and readily to get ahead, finding a niche in the market, doing a job that others may not have done yet that helps to gain them competitive advantage, or overall, just good publicity to help drive up their business. Domino's is doing well due to their introduction of contactless delivery. ServPro, a cleaning service, is doing well due to businesses' new dedication and commitment to being clean and sterilized. Wingstop has funneled tons of money into their online infrastructure to help gain a competitive advantage over other people. HEB, although an essential business, is also doing well due to the fact that they not only went above and beyond, but they required cleaning practices before the government even mandated that it was possible that they needed to. This step helped give them a good footing in the public eye and helped increase revenue. Other services like delivery services such as Shift and Favor doing well because many consumers don't feel safely in their homes and rather have someone bring them their goods.
So to finish it all off, COVID-19 has had a huge impact on US businesses, affecting a wide range of industries from travel, oil and gas, tourism, casinos, but in particular affecting small businesses which have been impossible to stay in business with the lack of foot traffic. The effect the virus has was most prominent on businesses and in turn their employees, with the most leading effect being that a lot of employees were furloughed or laid off from big corporations. Ultimately, we have seen a drastic shift in consumer indulgence and expectancy because due to the pandemic and the COVID-19 era, businesses have had to adapt hugely. And they've been adapting, changing their employees to working from home instead of at the office, incorporating virtual accessibility to things that before needed a physical presence, and adapting already in place models to a contactless world. And to conclude this presentation, discussed and analyzed the severity of COVID-19 on the US economy and the businesses in general. Thank you.